Shavua Tov, a good Vach, and a good Yaakov Halach L'Darko, as we hopefully take Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, Sukkot, Simchat Torah with us into the year in a good way, in a happy way. Many years ago, in the times of the fourth Rebbe, the Rebbe Maharash, there was a Jew. He wasn't a chassid, but he was married to a relative of the Rebbe. And he lost his job, and he was struggling very seriously financially. And on top of that, his son-in-law had disappeared, abandoned this man's daughter. So she moved into her parents' house. So here he has a house without a job, without livelihood, and a missing son-in-law and a sad, broken family. His wife suggested that he should go to her relative, the Rebbe, and ask for guidance, ask for a blessing. He wasn't a chassid. He didn't really treat Rebbes with great respect, or you have to listen to them, but to his wife he did have to listen. And off he went to the Rebbe, explained his situation, his job, what he used to do, but he had lost it, and his son-in-law he threw in. And the Rebbe's response caught him by surprise. The Rebbe said, I saw somewhere that there's a company, a factory in Germany that's looking for workers. Maybe that would line up with you. So you should go to Germany and apply for the job. And he gave him a blessing for success, and he leaves the Rebbe, and he goes back home, and he says to his wife, what a waste of time. I don't know what this Rebbe's about. He saw an ad in Germany for a job, and that's why I should go there. Well, next thing you know, he's on the train to Germany, and he applies for the job, and he actually gets it. And the problem was that the main machine in this factory, which I believe made matches, had stopped working, and no one knew how to fix it. And he was handy, and he had some experience, and in less than a day, he had fixed the machine and got the company working again full force. He was immediately promoted to the manager with a beautiful salary, and he got along very nicely with the owner of the company, a very, very wealthy man. After a few months of working there with a good salary, he asked permission to go home for a while to spend the holidays with his family. And the owner was very happy to let him go, and away he went. After just a few days of being home with his family, he gets an urgent telegram from the owner of the company, begging him to come back as a personal favor. Since this man was celebrating an important milestone birthday, he knew how talented this Jewish guy was. He wanted him to arrange it, the music and the catering and all the stuff. So he traveled back to Germany, and he pulled together the most amazing party. Came the night of the party, and this Jewish guy, together with the rich host, are standing by the door and welcoming in all the guests and directing them where to park their wagons, when all of a sudden, the Jew recognizes one of the guests as his disappeared son-in-law. Although unfortunately, for the story, for the facts, he was dressed as a priest. That's pretty far, running away from your family. He turned white, because here is the elusive son-in-law, and if only he can convince him to give a divorce to his wife, to his daughter, to that guy's wife, his daughter will be free again and be able to rebuild her life. He turned pale, he almost fainted, and the rich host looks and sees it. So what happened? I have to tell you privately. So privately he tells him the story that this guy is my son-in-law that escaped, and my daughter is, in a very bad state of limbo, and if I could possibly have this guy give a divorce to my daughter, that'd be awesome. The rich man said, I'll take care of that. And to make a story short, he calls the priest into a private room, says to him, how dare you abandon your wife? Says, wife, I'm a priest, I'm not married. Out comes the father-in-law, the Jewish worker, and he confronts him. He turns pale, he says, you're right, I confess, but I couldn't stay any longer. Long story short, in the privacy, a rabbi of the town came with witnesses, with a scribe. A divorce was taken care of, handed to this Jewish guy, and obviously the Rebbe's advice solved all of his problems, his financial problems and the problems with his daughter's disappeared husband. May Hashem help that we shouldn't need miracles, but we should get them as we need them in a revealed and a good way. Have a great week. As I may have mentioned, Yaakov halach ladarko. We've got to take everything from the month and bring it into the next 12 months of the year. Sei gesund. Bye bye.